Good morning. Y'all are probably like, this girl wears the same pajamas every day. I don't. This is actually a different t-shirt, but I do put on this sweatshirt almost every night to go to sleep because it's so large and cozy and I love it. But I am actually sitting down editing the video that's supposed to go live today. I guess by the time that you're seeing this video, it's already live. So I'll definitely be sure to link it in the description box below. Okay, so now I actually have to film a couple of additional clips for that video, like overlay kind of things to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm gonna go do that, which means I have to get ready first. It is freezing here today, like in the 30s, and it was 80 earlier this week. So welcome to Texas Christmas. I'm sipping some coffee. It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna go out to Fort Worth to visit Brian's grandmother because it's her birthday. So we're gonna have lunch with her and then we'll come back. So poor Nash has to stay behind. You got your ball? Also, you've probably noticed these pictures behind us in a lot of shots. These were from our friends' kids who live in DC. We got to pick them up from school, which was really fun. Their daughter had colored these pictures for us. So this one was mine and this one was Brian's. So we figured they deserved a prominent place in the house. Hi, buddy. Oh, Daddy got you, brother. Good job, Nash. Well, I realized that I barely picked up the phone today because I had to get another video uploaded and it's now already 3 o'clock. And so we actually just left lunch with Brian's grandmother and dad because she turned 80 today and we ended up eating at this restaurant. I really wish that I would have gotten video of the actual place because it's supposed to be like 5-star food in a gas station, I think is their tagline. And they were featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives. It was really good food. I ended up getting Eggs Benedict. Brian got, well, oh, poor Brian. He really had his heart set on chicken and waffles. And then he goes to order it. And they're like, oh, we are completely out of fried chicken and waffles. And he was like, oh, okay.
I got my top 3 choices.
Yeah, and they had all these other like chicken dishes. And unfortunately, they were like, yeah, no can do. So we ended up getting biscuits and gravy, which was good, but he gave it like a 7. I'm not a biscuits and gravy person myself, so.
Maybe I'm just a biscuits and gravy person.
Yeah, maybe he's not either. And then the highlight of the meal though was the bread pudding. We both got, well, we shared a bread pudding.
Which we did not finish.
Yeah, we did not finish it, but it came with this really good, it said it was a cognac sauce, but it was really watery. Like I was expecting it to be like kind of thick and it was not. It was still really, really good. So now we're on the way home to relieve Nash. Poor thing is probably crossing his legs because that lunch was actually a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. So I think we both want to make some coffee when we get home because after eating a big old loaf of bread pudding, you just gotta do it. You have anything else to share?
Just gotta do it.
Are you so happy we're home? Are you so happy we're home? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's get a treat, brother. He says, Dad, I'm getting a treat. Good boy, sit. Okay, I got home and changed into some super comfy clothes, and now Nash and I are just kind of playing on the couch, and I'm watching Santa Claus 2. Brian and I both agree. Santa Claus 1 is obviously the better Santa Claus. But in this movie specifically, the thing that gets me is I really don't love the toy Santa in general, but I really hate what they did with Bernard because he was such a like cool guy in Santa Claus 1 and he was like calling all the shots and he was no nonsense. And then they just turned him into the biggest goofball in movie 2. And that's my biggest complaint with it. I really love the whole storyline with like Tim Allen and I forget what the actress's name is in real life, but she was Juliet in Lost. And I really like their storyline. Otherwise, the first one's just so much better. We are back from our evening walk with little Nash Man. We really wanted to make this other cocktail that we don't have any of the ingredients for. So then we looked up an alternative cocktail, still don't have the ingredients. So now we're on cocktail number 3 and Brian has decided to have a beer. My cocktail is called a Bee's Knees and it's basically gin, lemon juice, and honey syrup, which at first I was just thinking like maybe they're calling honey something weird, but no, honey syrup is just like simple syrup, but instead of putting in like granulated sugar, you put in honey. So I'm about to make some of that. So it's just equal parts honey and equal parts water, and then you dissolve the honey on the stove, and then you just shake everything up and we'll see how it goes. The syrup is officially made, and I wanted to talk to y'all about these bottles really quickly because we love them. If y'all also like to make cocktails and you want to keep simple syrup or something similar on hand, these are great. They're just a little squirt bottle. To no one's surprise, they come from this great OXO brand. This is my kind of cocktail. Just a little citrus, a tiny bit sweet. I really don't like sweet cocktails. I really like tart ones, which is why we're such big fans of margaritas, especially those made at home. We're not about that mixed margarita life. We just finished watching The Grinch, and then what else did we do? Oh, I was like messing around with my budgeting spreadsheet for a little bit, and then I still never ate dinner because we had lunch really late at like 2 o'clock. And then I haven't done anything active at all today. And so anyway, I just had like the leftover crumbs of some chips and a little bit of leftover salsa that we had from dinner with Emmett and Kessler. And now we're sitting down to watch some more Drive to Survive. And also I'm standing right next to the Christmas tree because it's the only light that we have on in the house right now. Look at the aftermath of all this shoe filming. I have shoes all over the place. And a Bubba. He's really upset because it is raining outside right now. As you can maybe tell. Yeah, you can tell in that puddle over there. And not only is it raining, but it's like 34 degrees or something. So it's not just one of those times where we're like, we'll go outside and just get sprinkled on. No, I'm not going out there. Oh my goodness, are you just being a crazy? Let's show him your coat. Ooh, handsome. Fashion puppy. I got completely ready to go on this walk. I put on a beanie, I put on my parka, I changed my clothes completely, and it was like the teeny tiniest bit drizzling. And Nash hates rain because he really hates wet grass, does not like to walk in it, so he does not like to go to the bathroom in it. So I just took him to the front yard and basically had to drag him onto the grass to where he would go to the bathroom. Now he's just looking so cute in his coat. Oh my gosh. You want me to take your coat off? You're free, you're free, yay! Oh my goodness. I truly just feel like the world is my oyster and I have so many things that I want to do, but some of those things are just like sit down and read because I set a reading goal for myself of 35 books this year and I'm at like 31 right now, which is a bit too close for comfort. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about finding some short books to read just to meet this very arbitrary goal. I don't know. I'm about 20% of the way through one right now and about 45% of the way through another. So I know that I can get through 33 books, which then makes me think like, do I read some short stories? Is that cheating? Does it matter? No, probably not. Another goal is that our bathroom has been bothering me so much because it is just gross. I hate cleaning the bathroom. That is my number one chore that I just avoid like the plague. And so I'm thinking about really just deep cleaning it and getting it over with and just doing that today. And then maybe tomorrow tackling the kitchen. Those are the two rooms that have just really been sending me over the edge. So I'm talking like dusting, mopping, sweeping, like deep cleaning the shower. Ooh, That's the worst. I will clean a toilet all day long, but don't make me clean a shower. I just ended up placing a grocery order, and we are gonna make this cocktail. It sounds super interesting. It's called, oh, okay. Where is it? Okay, it's called the Spicy Sweet Grinch Cocktail, and this comes from Half Baked Harvest. Look how pretty it looks. It uses sugar, mint, vodka, lime juice, a small grapefruit, honey, jalapeno slices, ginger beer, and then pomegranate little pieces if you want to get crazy. All right, we're back in the car again because I do need to knock out a couple of errands. I'm almost completely out of gas, so I've got to do that because we're going to be driving a ton over the next couple of days. And then I also need to run to a local place to pick up a gift for one of my friends. I finally landed on what I was going to get her, and I'm feeling really good about it. Fingers crossed they like it as much as we do. And then I also am going to stop by Chick-fil-A on the way home because I did place that grocery order a couple of hours ago, but the earliest available pickup time was not until 3 or 4 p.m. later this afternoon. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to use those groceries for dinners and then for the rest of the week. So that's why I have to go pick up lunch. I did something wild and ordered a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. I never, ever, ever do that. I typically get the cool wrap, which is like it's grilled chicken and it's in a tortilla and it has like lettuce and cheese and stuff. Or I typically get the 8-count nugget meal. I never order sandwiches and I don't know what came over me, but I just wanted something different. All right, here we are again. I've done a pretty bad job of filming today. Hold please. Because I just spent the past, I don't know, probably 2 hours organizing my entire computer. Because I live out of my downloads folder, which I know offends a lot of people. And my iCloud storage is full right now. And so I need to go in and try to like clear out my iCloud storage. Well, a lot of what's on my iCloud is what was living on my computer. So certain folders on my computer just like were automatically set to go to iCloud. If I cleaned up a lot of that, then it would fix my storage issues. And so I've been doing that. And then also cleaning off my phone. I have pictures from like 2018 still on my phone. And a lot of them are like really good pictures from trips and stuff that I definitely don't want to lose. So I've been like transferring all of that to my external hard drives and stuff, and I still have a ways to go. That's mostly what I've been up to this afternoon, which doesn't lend itself to the most fun content. So I do have a couple of presents to wrap once I get home, and I'm headed right now to go pick up the grocery order that I placed earlier this morning. So I need to go tell them that I'm on my way actually, so gotta go. Well, I did not clean the bathroom, and I wanted to do an exercise today, but last night I decided to stretch for like 15 minutes, and I think I did something to my right hamstring. I'm not totally sure about that, but I'm not gonna exercise today just to like give it a little bit of rest and then hit it hard tomorrow, maybe even clean tomorrow. But tonight, Brian has to go over and help one of our friends with something really quick. And then I am gonna start making the potato soup that we're having for dinner. Nash needs a walk. Did you hear that, buddy? So we may need to go do that too. Back from the walk, and now I'm gonna get started on the potato soup. And we made this last year in the same episode that we made a different Christmas cocktail. So apparently we just like to make potato soup and Christmas cocktails together because I really wanna make that Grinch cocktail tonight too. And I promise y'all, you're probably like, y'all drink so much and so often. We really don't. It's just like in the holiday season, I'm feeling like we want to try new recipes, and then we got this wine advent calendar, which we all know how well that's gone so far. I probably have a couple more days to open. So final review on the wine advent calendar. Great if you love wine and if you open it in the morning. Not great if you're like on wine, because I think that we would have preferred to maybe I've just come up with a really good idea. I think I would have preferred to open up a little cocktail recipe every day, and then you make that cocktail. I may make that for Brian next year. That's a really good idea. I'm sure this exists out there somewhere. If I end up doing it, I will for sure share, because that sounds like a really good idea. Good job. I need to wash a bunch of potatoes. Another fun fact, just like I hate cleaning showers, I hate washing potatoes. I don't know why, but I just do. So I need to wash 7 to 8 russet potatoes, and I'll just take you along for the rest of the actual making process. So once you add the potatoes, the onions, the garlic, the broth, the salt, the pepper, and the cream of chicken soup, which we use cream of mushroom because they didn't have cream of chicken. And we've run into this problem before and it was completely fine. So FYI, if that happens to you, it's a perfectly fine substitute. You put all of that into the Instant Pot and then you set it on pressure cook high for 10 minutes. It takes a little while for that to get up to pressure. So while that's going, now I'm actually gonna make the bacon, and we always do oven bacon. So I put it on like a baking sheet lined with tin foil, and then you put it into a cold oven on 400 for 20 minutes, and it comes out perfectly crispy. Just in case you don't have an Instant Pot and you've always been intimidated, these really aren't all that scary. So what I'm doing right now is actually venting it, and so all this is doing is releasing the pressure that built up in the pot that allowed it to cook everything really, really quickly. And so how you tell that it's ready to be opened and you're not gonna like explode anything or mess up the Instant Pot, you just wait for this little red piece to drop down. And that means that the pressure is completely out of the pot and you're ready to open it up. Dang it, I pressed record like the second it dropped down, but you can see the difference from before and after. I just added the slurry, which was just a mixture of 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of flour. And now I'm just kind of gently mashing all of the potatoes with my whisk that I used to make the slurry. And it's gonna sit on saute, which you just click this button, and you do it for like 4 to 5 minutes just to incorporate everything. And then the bacon should be done soon. We'll top it with a little green onions, cheese, and paprika. Oh, and we need to add in a cup of cheese to this, which Nash already helped me grate earlier. While we wait on the bacon, I figured it would only be right to show you our toppings of choice. So I went with green onions, cheese, a little red pepper flakes, and smoked paprika. This is like my #1 spice. If I had to if I had to move to a desert island and I had one thing, it would probably be that. Well, not like of all things. Like if I had to pick one seasoning, this would not be the thing that I picked to survive. That is for sure. Looks great. We just have a couple of minutes before the bacon comes out, and Nash is being so sweet. Dinner was really good. And I love cooking in the Instant Pot because it's virtually no cleanup. Like you just have the actual pot itself and the top, and then really just whatever cutting board and knife that you used. So always a good time when you cook with the Instant Pot. I spent most of the evening after that. Brian's still working. He has to work really late tonight because it was either work late tonight and not have to work at all the rest of the week, or like spread it out. And so he chose to just work late tonight. So I ended up watching the holiday or part of it, and then also just kind of playing around on my phone. I was researching a bunch of different companies, kind of brainstorming some ideas, just enjoying downtime, not thinking about work, not checking my email. It's been so nice. So I think I'm about to take a shower and call it a day. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get around to this bathroom that I'm just staring at, but maybe I can do that tomorrow. I know I've got to help my parents out with something tomorrow. We've got to run a couple of errands, but I'm really sad. I mean, I'm really excited that Christmas is this week, but like, I love the holiday season, and I feel like everybody is just on the same page and happy, and I'm going to be sad to see it go, but lots to look forward to. So anyway, Nash says goodnight too. He's already tucked in bed with his Cookie Monster. See you in a couple of days for days 21 and 22.